Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Buck-Chuckets and Piglins SMP. So, in this episode, we are going to get rid of this dreaded wall here of chests. We're going to make that copper golem storage that we were looking at, thinking about doing before. We're finally going to get down and do it. So, don't mind me. I'm kind of getting over a cold, so I might sound a little different, might sound a little nasally, but we'll get through it. Let's try to get this going. So what I'm planning on doing is we're going to take all these chests here. We're going to put them over in this area with the auto storage system. So, but just so you know, I have done this a little bit off camera. We actually have a nice little bed now. Just something fancy. We've always said we want to do some decorating, so kind of got started with it. And we did a little staircase going up from the second floor. So this is just a simple little staircase. We have some nether warts growing right here. But yeah, as you come up your elevator, you can see the little staircase. You just kind of zip on up. Just something simple versus the scaffolding we were using to get up and down before. But let's go ahead and let's get started with this storage system. With this setup that we have going, I got a bit of blocks that we're going to use. We're going to have about 99 chests total in this. But we're going to use, for this build, I'm going to have 10 hoppers. I'm going to have 15 walls, 5 minecarts, a couple rails that we're going to need for moving things around. Also the copper blocks, so we can turn them into copper golems. The pumpkins, we'll make into carved pumpkins. And a few blocks, some stairs, and some other ones for temporary blocks. But not too many things. You can do it pretty early in game. It's just how big you want to go and how much materials you have to work with. So let's get started. To begin with, we got to figure out where we want to place it. So since I'm doing this kind of wall here, I want to kind of keep the sides open a little bit for expansion if we need to expand the storage system. To begin with, let's put a chest here. There. So they'll kind of be facing like this direction. Here, I'll get started with the first setup, and then we'll be able to do the rest of them maybe off camera. Let's see how this goes. So first thing, we want to make the chests. We're gonna go and place them here for this purpose. I'm gonna show you what we're doing. But so there's the 9 that we're gonna do. This 1 9 here is going to take care of our first copper golem. So let's get I'm gonna place a staircase right back here. Take our rail cart, the rails, we'll put that right here. Don't need to have 2, but I'm gonna place 2 there. Then I'm gonna pick these back up. The minecart's in place right here. Now, to keep that minecart from falling anywhere, let's put some walls around it. And this side here, oops, we are going to place a copper chest right here. And a couple blocks up on this side, we are going to place a basic chest right here. We can remove these excess blocks. This is kind of how it's going to be set up. And then we're going to have our copper golem here in the middle. So what I found is easy to get him in there is I built up some blocks, and I'm going to put a few blocks all around it. Copper block, we place it right here just like this. We'll fill that hole in. Now we're going to want to go a little bit higher. So on top of the copper block, we are going to put our pumpkin. I'm not going to use a carved pumpkin yet, but we'll take our pumpkin. We're going to place it right on top of there. And then what I found it works well, just take an extra wall, place it right on top, take those blocks, go around. We will take our shears, convert that to a carved pumpkin, and boom, it made a copper golem. Now, just drop down here, and we could just take out that copper chest there. He'll fall right into the minecart, and he'll sit right in place. Now we can go ahead. We can remove all these blocks that we had around. Make sure you leave the walls that's sitting around the minecart. But he is trapped in that one spot there. Stuff gets put into, let's try here. Let's do the pumpkin seeds. So if we take it and put this in here, drop the pumpkin seeds in there, he's going to grab from this chest here, and he's going to pick his closest chest he's going to go to. If all the chests are full, he's going to flip around and dump it in the dump chest here. You do need to make sure he's in that minecart and he's sitting in the middle. Now, this is expandable because we can take this and we're going to start putting this over and making this wider. So we're going to take this and probably go another, let's see, we got 9 here. So we'll do another 3 over this way, another 3 down, and maybe 2 more sections the other way. So there'll be 5 copper golems altogether. So this will give us a decent amount of storage to start with. We can always expand on, and say if we get to the end we can't go out anymore, we can rotate it with just using some hoppers and come up the side as well. But I think for now what we need for the chest will be a lot better than this storage here. We'll fill in all these areas here. So I'm going to get started and start placing some of this stuff down and go along and get this going. Well, let's make it daylight and let's get going. Now here's one thing we need to do to connect from the first station to the second one is we're going to have to put a hopper going into this copper chest right here. So that way when he dumps it, it'll go to the next one. We're going to do that to each one. Okay, we have all of them pretty much set up. Now we need to go through and enclose all areas so we can put all the copper blocks and the pumpkins. Okay, we got them all closed off. Now we can convert them all. Okay, all the chests are placed. All the copper golems are now in their little homes. Oh, got another chest in there. Uh-oh. At least we can get out. Still a few blocks here and there. They'll despawn. Okay. So what we need to do is now make a spot where we're going to be able to dump into them. So for this, I'm going to have to take this out. We're going to have to use some hoppers and make a location over here. So like all my chests facing the same direction. And I think get it. Oh, I didn't get it fast enough. Well, he'll put it in one of the chests for me. There it is. So let's see if we can get this in the same direction. Let's go up top. Make it easier. There we go. Now we need to make an exit for the overflow. And we didn't put any chests for him over here. Oh. Well, that's not good. Here, let's open this up. Alright, and just like that, the storage system is complete. Now all we got to do is label everything and do some little bit of decorating. Perfect. That looks a lot better. Now we'll just need to put some item frames on everything and start organizing. So what's nice about these, each copper golem will cover 9 chests here. So we can just keep working our way down. If they can't find any spots that they want to fill, they'll put it in the dump chest right here. And at that point, I can decide if I want to add it to something else or if we need to start adding on to this. And that is what's nice about this. We can always take out the first portion here, add a little bit more hoppers, and we can always add more going down the side this direction and do a little bit more of a wraparound. So I think that's pretty good. And everything's working here in the Bedrock Edition. So let's put some stuff in it and let's test her out. One thing we forgot to do to all these copper golems here is we do have to place honeycomb on all of them or they will freeze up over time. The chests don't matter if they oxidize, but if the copper golems do, they will stop. So got to make sure we put the honeycomb on them. I'll go back to sorting real quick. Well, our storage wall is complete. Well, For the most part, it is. I still have a couple chests left here. A bunch of miscellaneous things that I still need to put together. So, but I ran out of room on this wall here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it off camera. I'm going to go back. I'm going to extend this wall coming back out this direction here. And we're just going to get a lot more storage. This isn't enough for what we have. Thought it would be, but I guess it's not. But it does work. We can dump things right up in the front here. It'll get sorted all through. And if it doesn't find where it needs to go, it'll drop right here in the overflow. I'm going to go through and I'm going to build this out. And when we come back next episode, it should be all finished up by then. And then we got some more, some decorating and upgrading to our base. We're going to keep expanding. We're going to add on a little more machines here and there. But we want to make this place look a lot better. And hopefully you join me next time on the next episode, where we do some more things to upgrade this base, make it look better around this world. And we get to check out some more people's stuff. So, till next episode, bye everyone.